Alrighty, welcome back to The Devil in Detail, the Grendel Reread podcast. I'm Eli.
I'm Ben, and we're back with our 121st episode for the fourth issue of Grendel Tales, Four Devils, One Hell. This is my favorite cover with the hand of cards. I told you, I don't know anything about poker, but I know I like this. Looks good.
Beautiful cover. But
What's
before
up,
we
Eli?
get into the book, real quick, Ben, what you up to, bud?
Oh, doing good. I watched Three Body Problem on Netflix. It's pretty good. I'm curious about reading the books. I found the audiobook
Oh, it's
pretty
based on
easy.
books. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I read some Stray Bullets by Dave Lapham. I had a pretty big Stray Bullets collection sitting in a box that I'd never ever looked at, and it reads pretty good.
Nice.
We went to IC3
That was very cool. The
in the
Indie
time that
Comics
elapsed.
Creators Con in New Haven. That was huge.
Yeah, that gave me
Hey,
some
Ben.
inspiration. So I spent some of the last few days getting back to storyboarding and writing comics on Post-its. Got approaching 10 pages worth of material with that. So it's good to have a nice little creative burst.
That's
And
awesome.
also, my wife had a baby, so I'm very
Whoa.
excited. That was a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, yeah. Had my son Samson was born, so I'm very happy, and I'm not happy about having to go back to work on Monday, but that's what I'll be doing.
Paternity leave has ended.
This round of maternity leave has ended. What about you? Paternity. Top that, Eli. Well, this is Grendel.
I can't.
This is Grendel, so you never know.
Yeah, I know I can't top that. I mean, I had some comic book babies. I've got like a whole new, we released, I think it was 3 new books at IC3. Ro Higashi's Half of the Crown, Chris Anderson's art book, um, and also Death Slinger. And then we've got new books, Fourth Dimensional from Siraji. We've got, of course, the Big Bang comics that I did with Michael Fitzgerald Troy, and just Cosmic Lion Productions is working harder and harder every day. We've got more books coming. We signed 2 new creators, so we got 2 more new books that haven't been announced that are coming out, and we're sending a bunch of stuff to print. Matt Howarth book is about to go to print, so it's going to be huge. I am very excited. As always, CosmicLionProductions.com, y'all.
That does sound exciting.
Yeah. All right, dude. Let's get adrenaline, my
That's
friend.
Grendel. This is a good issue with the VooDoo.
Oh, VooDoo. So let's see the VooDoo that Menace and Zach do.
Two in the box, ready to go. Any fast, any slow. Yeah. Vivat Grendel.
It's like the devil is my best friend. Hunter Rose with the pen to the fork end, or till time end. Like Orion, Jupiter my kin, bloodline private. We control the whole shit. The wolf won't beef, then we feast off the rip. Behold the devil in detail. Behold the devil in detail.
All right, we are back. Thank you again, Menace and Zach, for the amazing theme song that we love so much. All right, we're talking about Grendel, Four Devils, One Hell, and we've got it on the overhead cam. That just seemed a lot easier for me. So, like, if you guys are like, oh man, overhead cam, you guys need to get back to the editing it in. Let me know, because if enough people want me to edit, I'll do it. I'll do it. This is just way
Eli,
easier for me.
it's fine. Go take the easy way out.
Come
Look at
on.
this beautiful background, all these Grendel trades.
Yeah.
I've never seen this Grendel devil inside before.
Which one? This one?
No, I'm sorry. What's the
This
one
one.
on the right? Yeah, the red one. Yeah. What's
Yeah,
that?
that's Devil Inside too. This is the Kamiko trade, and then this is the Dark Horse trade.
What's in the Grendel tails? Is that like incubation?
Yes, that's this one. Remember
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's so cool. That's a Kaneko trade.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I had no idea
What a
that was
what a great time you had.
2009. Yeah.
My thought about this issue is that this is the fourth of six. Teddy is going to become more and more atmospheric and painterly and like il- illusionary
Yeah.
based, like it's going to get like trippier and more like cinematic, more like European cinema,
Yes.
artsy and classy and like less like a comic book.
Agreed.
The more it goes on and it's really fantastic.
And like when you read it in the trade, it's like you see it like degrades throughout, like it starts off not, I mean, it's never a normal comic, but as you're reading it through, it degrades and gets wilder as the action gets more savage.
It gets very misty.
Oh,
The
yes.
the images I think of later on, issues 5 and 6, are like just like Gloria in the rain, and it doesn't look like it's a comic book panel. It looks like a
Yeah,
beautiful painting. I don't
agreed.
blah blah
Agreed.
blah. This is
I mean,
a
it
this is
is
a
a
good
beautiful
one.
painting,
Yeah,
technically.
yeah. All right, Eli, is this a royal flush?
7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. No, it's just a straight flush.
I was so close.
Yeah.
This is cool. This has Calhoun on it, and this is Matt painting over Teddy.
Well, I think it maybe is Matt drawing it and Teddy painting over it. It says on the inside.
Can't remember. Anyway, that's great.
Matt Wagner cover painting. Oh, so you're right. It is Matt painting over it. Teddy Kristiansen cover design.
Great atmosphere on the felt gambling table. I
Yeah.
I like the cigarette just
Yeah, it's
burning.
so sick. And they're
Can I
like
read this for you?
whiskey here, and yeah, let's do
My voice is it's gonna give out. It's gonna sound very, very gravelly. Here we go. Chapter 4, one right, three wrongs.
it.
Previously, with the help of the rogue Grendel Calhoun, Montevani has learned that the Bashiak brothers were murdered at the behest of Vernut, the leader of the Orleans crew. Now only two people stand in the way of Vernut's laying claim to the throne of the King of France, and based on voodoo prophecy, this part's important, thereby becoming the reincarnation of the original Grendel, Hunter Rose. Wow. Voodoo is some crazy shit, I guess. These two people are the Bashiak's cousins, Simone and her young son. Renute has only 2 days to find them in order to fulfill the prophecy. Meanwhile, the search for the treasure has led Glory to the streets of New Orleans and into the lonely life of a Grendel named Benton. And Bixby has also come to the place of floating castles, where he reminisces about the woman he gambled and lost, a woman named Simone. Wow, it's like everything in the story is connected,
Yes.
and a lot of those connections is like that's the story. Like, hey, here's another piece of that puzzle.
Yeah. And it starts off with a letter to dearest Alexander from let's see, what's her name again?
Gloria.
Gloria. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Gloria's writing, and that's the other guy that she was working there in the art gallery with, or the art retreat that we saw, I guess, in the first issue.
I like to remember him imagine him as a sunsetting mentor, a guy that like she
Right.
eclipsed, and now it's like a Yoda kind of guy, but it's like it's her house and it's her collection, and
Yeah.
he's got some master splinter moves in him, I'm sure, but
Right.
she's across the ocean now.
And she keeps saying things like, "You never believe, even in all of your travels in Europe, you'll never believe what I have seen in New Orleans." That's kind of what's going on here. Like, I've seen things that'll turn your shit white.
Yeah,
So
she's with Benton, I think his name is.
that's
And
the
they're
guy who runs the like
yeah,
those
they're at
art
this
play.
very cinematic, atmospheric voodoo scene. It's like it reminds me of a movie, I can't remember which, a movie with where this happens, fire blowing and all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Gloria says here that she's like both kind of like afraid of and repulsed by New Orleans and also like enthralled, and she kind of goes back and forth like in its grasp and in how enticing it is.
Yeah. sometimes she wants to just let it like completely wash over her. So
The
sick.
page turn is a wonderful reveal. My favorite part is the frame. Like, did you skip a page? I skipped a page.
Gotcha. So she
My bad.
continues telling him here like how insane everything is and how like she can't even believe the levels of what she's seeing. It's just
Yeah,
absolutely insane.
this spread is really cool because it's got the symmetrical six panel grid
Right.
structure and all the framing. It's all super monochromatic as they do the voodoo stuff.
Yeah.
And so like the is it wine? Is it blood? Is it both? Who knows? Um, but everything's cropped really specifically. Like nothing is sort of in full view. It's
Right.
all
Right.
it's all in really, really partial view. And
Mhm.
then when they finally introduce the white in the lower right, it just explodes.
It's humongous. It's so sick. And it like just gives us enough of these different things but they're things that we know what they are, and it's enough for us to be like, oh, okay, I know what that is. You know, and again, she just keeps saying like they do the things that the Grendels here do. Like they follow, the oath, but they say it in
Oh
their,
yeah, and Creole.
patois and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they mix
She
it.
continues to
They
talk
mix
about
it
that.
in with the religion older than Christianity.
Yeah.
It's called
Voodoo.
voodoo. The word I'm searching for in the atmosphere and the colors is muted.
Oh yeah,
It's muddy and muted. My
exactly.
favorite part about this splash reveal is the frame.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I got to work on the glare here, but yeah, it's beautiful. This page is insane. I love it, man. And then she continues to talk like again the things I've seen, and then she starts telling them like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess
Here's
she
a
doesn't
guy,
talk
this
about the
guy's
guy here.
doing the oath. He's enraptured
Oh yeah,
at
yeah,
the
it's right
orgy.
here.
Yeah,
Right here.
yeah.
That's what we're talking
He's tweaking out doing the oath, like in
about.
with you know.
In him I was born, in him shall I die. In him, oh yeah, it's going so good. And like, you would not believe the things I've witnessed. Savage sex in the middle of public, and an old woman who's just telling everyone what they want to hear in
Yeah,
order
that's the Mambo
to stay
Sister
alive.
Polly. That's
Oh,
Renut's Mambo. He was talking
Mumbo. Oh yeah,
about her before.
yeah.
This bottom tier where she slowly gets introduced is really nice.
Oh, this one here. Sorry.
Very, very Teddy. Wow.
Yeah.
The white is so powerful that it's really only used in this scene on the fire on the previous spread. There's
Because
no
like
pure white
it's so good.
on this spread at all.
Yeah.
No hot highlights.
Yeah. And then they even did the black like panel borders and stuff on this one.
Yeah.
Continues, and you see these people savages, but she can hold up to her own, and she's blam, takes them down. And again, it fades back as they begin talking about renew it.
Yeah, yeah. She thinks she's doing some espionage mission, trying to get her hands closer to whatever the treasure is. We still don't know.
Yeah.
The big thing here for me is the transitions in the last four panels, the way that it moves through space. And then on the next page, where the camera, like Teddy really builds a 3D rig for us to
Yeah, yeah,
fly our imaginations through with
yeah,
these
yeah.
very simple shapes that it's really cool.
So cinematic. Like,
Yeah.
we can see these like camera movements, happening. We know exactly what's going on. It's, so well defined.
I really like the Grendel flags on the pyramid, and then in his bedroom there's like little versions of like on the curtains.
Oh yeah, of the different flags. Yeah.
My favorite part is the diaphanous drape in the last panel. And also it's in the second last panel. It's the bit that leads you in,
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah.
fine white line. Really cool.
Oh my God. And I would love to see some of these pages in person. The stuff right here, the like work that's like in this window, you kind of can't see it. It's dark here, but it's like some really interesting like reds and greens and stuff in play.
Oh, that's cool. I've just seen it for the first time.
Yeah, it's
You
really
like that? That's the beauty of reading it with a friend. You'll just see it a different way.
Absolutely love it that way. And so we're seeing, um, him talking about it immediately changes. And again, we have the colors to show us like who's talking. And so we got white right now, and that's Renuit, the like leader of the Grendel clan. And he's talking about Calhoun and the crews. We forgot to mention that instead of calling them clans here in New Orleans, they call them the crews. They call them
Yeah.
crews. Yeah. And so he's talking about that. Killing Grendels, asking questions and getting answers.
Yeah, he's the plot here. It's a lot of just being told
A
and
lot of
repeated what's going
exposition
on.
here to start.
So Simone has got a kid, and they've got a claim to be the king of France. So maybe the kid is the reincarnation of
Right.
Grundle. I just feel like whoever's making this like reincarnation prophecy, like that should be part of the story. That part shouldn't be
Oh, like
exposition.
who's proselytizing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
the sons poor Grendel in France, whatever that Grendel French society was.
Yeah, we're not seeing France at all, and it's the King of France.
It's all well, that's where it comes from. The treasure came from this French Grendel society that had connections in New Orleans.
Okay, yeah.
But that's the part that I think would make this a lot like less repetitive.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the plot doesn't matter
The
in this comic.
glorious art.
It doesn't need, yeah, it doesn't need any, the plot is like not important. It's not why I'm here, man. It's so cool what he does with the camera.
Yeah. But we don't I guess we don't get any talk about any vampires just yet. Spoiler alert.
There's vampires in the first issue in
Is there?
Bixby. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Bixby finds a group of
That's right. In the
pilgrims
yeah.
or missionaries in the Amazon, and it's just like, oh yeah, there's vampires.
Talk about
But
them.
suddenly in this one, there's just talk of vampires, and vampires are in it, and vampires are back. And
In the bio.
like the Grendel urge, the vampire is another dark urge
But yeah.
that plagues this planet.
Yeah.
Just a different kind.
And oh, so wait, is it Duloc? Is this guy's name Duloc?
Duloc is the redheaded Cajun crazy-eyed guy that they
Oh yeah,
gave
yeah, yeah.
the truth serum to.
Okay, yeah, that's
You know what I like is the second to last panel of the city. You can
right. Okay.
hear it, it's so jazzy.
Oh yeah, that's Funky Town, right? You know what?
Man,
That's Jazzy Town right there.
that's Jazztown, baby. That's really nice.
Oh man. All right, so there's more than meets the eye, I'll wager.
Yeah. There's all kinds of this the lighting in here with the airbrush and the yellow, but
Yeah,
then on the neon signs are about to go crazy on a page turn.
yeah. Oh my God. All right, so then we flash over and now we're
This
with
is Bixby.
Bixby, yeah.
Yeah.
And so this is that kind of thing that you see in like a horror movie where he's talking about these foul creatures and it's
Yeah,
just
his
people
delusion.
going about their basic day in this hotel.
Yeah,
Tempting
you know what
him
this
with
reminds me of? Have you ever seen Guy Davis's The Marquis? Matt did a cover for this book.
oh,
The
I've heard of
Marquis.
that. Yeah.
It's about a guy who has
Believes in
delusions of demons infiltrating society, and he murders them ruthlessly. He sees them as Guy Davis Lovecraftian
I think I remember.
beasties, but they're really just, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I think I remember
This is
that.
so cool.
Yeah.
I really like the white hot highlights on his face and shoulder.
And then again, they did that thing drawing you in like we got with the curtain. Like we're here like for rent. And then we're right here and it's like the NT of
Yeah.
the rent right in the window.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, he's delusional.
Yeah.
He still thinks he's seeing trolls. This is
Mhm.
like in
He's his
Brazil.
goal. He's got his goal.
Yeah, I guess so. So he had Simone, and then he gambled Simone, and then I think in the next scene it's revealed that she was gambled to Calhoun.
Right. But first we're back with
Oh, I skipped a page. Oh, can you go back once more? Just one more,
one more
please.
spread.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, look at this last panel. Unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So well done.
Yeah.
That's what I
The
want to say.
the the like dottage, the
The
band-aid
dottage,
artwork or whatever. Yeah.
the mist, the spattered mist.
Oh my God. And just like the colors on his body right here behind it, you know,
Yeah.
that I might kill you twice. Keep going. Okay. All right. So then
All
we're
right,
back. Why
this
can't
is
I remember her
Gloria.
name? Yeah,
Yeah.
Gloria. And so Gloria is here and she's like, even her, she's feeding, getting some drugs going on. She
That's
needs it.
Grendel. She's got some
That's
Grendel
Grendel, you
going.
think? Yeah.
Who's- She doesn't love this man. Blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah.
Barely even likes
Eli, we already talked about the use of white, the sparing use of white in the voodoo scene.
yeah.
Look at this guy's eyes and how hot and hard it pops.
Yeah. It's
So cool.
insane.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Like she doesn't much like him, but tonight he's all I have. Again, all of these people are like doing what they have to do for their like quest. They're
Yeah.
letting their morals lapse in for this quest or letting the crazy take over or whatever for this mission.
You know my favorite part about this is her hand that's reaching for the chain on the lamp.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
I
something.
thought you were gonna say
You're doing
yeah.
it.
I know. I didn't mean to lead you on that way. But her other hand is shutting off the lamp. Look how wonderful that is. There's nothing
Yeah,
there, but you know it's there. Oh, it's great.
exactly.
What a touch, Teddy Kristiansen. And then look at the last panel. It's just this it's the airbrush sheen of her blades. You can hear it. Ding,
As the lights go
the
dark.
metallic song of her blades glowing.
Wow.
Yeah, as you would say, glistening in the dark. Oh my God.
So good.
Teddy, just still in my heart. Crazy shit. Best comic ever, man.
This is so good. We keep
It
doing
could it's you don't it
we
doesn't need
keep
any
saying it.
text. It needs no text.
Yeah. All right. So now we're out on the bio with Metal Hand Man and Poker Guy. For some reason,
Calhoun and Montavani.
there you go. Calhoun and Montaviani. All right. So they're out here. And, even though Calhoun doesn't have his hat, he's got a different hat, but it's him. Trust
Right,
me.
he's in his airboat hat on
Exactly.
the for being on the bayou. The best part, the backgrounds take the cake.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the very last page, the very last panel, lower right, has
Mhm.
a Stephen Gamble scary stories to tell in the dark kind of vibe to
Interesting. With the like ink.
the scrub and the brush and the wet on wet. Ooh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Love it.
Teddy.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
wait, no, forget it. One more compliment. I'm sorry, I'm talking over you.
It's all
I got
right.
one more comment for the spread. Okay. Uh second page, first panel. The one with a little bit of the yellow coming up over the trees.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of these panels that you just pluck it out of the series and be like, there's a book called Grendel. If you're writing an article about Grendel, you could use this panel as like and be like, yeah, this is the vibe of the entire 4,000 page book. And
You're
he's
saying
like,
this panel here?
yeah, I am a snake. I turn on people for reasons even I don't understand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
it.
Yeah. He keeps
I
saying
love
that.
it.
Look, dude, look. I'm just trying to like get out here, find this kid. Like, I'm just trying to do what we need to do. Like, you don't have to lay your whole trip on me. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
like just focus on the job here, dude. And he's like, no, man, I'm gonna let you down just like I did that other person in my life. Who we find out, we'll find out who it is, but then they're like, let's go hunting. Because they're like looking for the little boy, looking, yeah, so good. It's just so good. Every place where the trees are peeking through, like
Yeah,
it's
I was
all
Eli. I wanted to say the exact same thing. The best one, I think,
this
my favorite
Melissa.
one is the one where it's really clear, panel four. Yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So cool.
so good.
Like this is a place where you can really see the underpainting.
Oh, right.
Where you can really because you can see stuff getting layered on top of each other and how
Right.
it how the wet media maybe not maybe I'm wrong. I forget I said
I think
anything
you're
about
right.
that.
I think they're using the like wet media to get some of that texturing and
Maybe
do
some
some of
thicker
that.
gouache in there.
Yeah.
Who's to who's to say? But perhaps
When
Teddy.
we talk to Teddy at the end
When
of
we
this.
talked it when we grilled Teddy, when we asked Teddy the hard questions.
All right, so let's go hunting, and it gets crazy again here. All right, so then we flash to
Wow,
this other set of Grendels.
this one's
Yeah,
so moody.
yeah,
The monochrome, he is so bold with the
yeah.
monochrome in this issue.
Yes.
It's like it's
It
unbelievable.
lends to the like feel of the bayou of like of it's all green and brown
Yeah.
and oh my God.
Check out this house, panel 4, the little hut.
Yeah.
That's the underpainting. Can you see it?
I
A
think
tiny
this
kingdom.
one here.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
If you look at the roof of the hut,
Mhm.
see how he does the shadow on the lip of the roof,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
right? The green is sort of it's like you can see the
Oh yeah.
layers all peeking out. Suddenly there's a vampire.
A little
Anyway,
kingdom. Yes.
yeah, anyway, there's vampires.
Yeah, and it just like, we'll be fine. Just like stay tight. Let's do this. It'll be easy. Immediately shredded.
It's not clear to me who these guys
Shredded.
are.
Yes. Opens up
They're,
his whole neck. The boy comes out with a giant gun. He's like, oh, hey, they're like, okay, buddy. Okay, just calm down. Calm down, little guy. Don't be afraid. We're here to help. And the page turn on
oh,
this.
these are Grendels. These are from the New
Yeah,
Orleans
these are
crew. These
like
are Rite's
exactly.
guys
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they're
to
trying to
just
find him
kill them.
first for yeah, for
Hmm.
leader guy.
I really like this one where she rips out this guy's throat with her teeth.
Oh my
But my
God.
favorite part is his teeth. You can see them just dotted in there in white individually.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Teddy.
Teddy. So good, man.
You spoil us, Teddy.
And I
They-
love this last panel too. You just see their silhouettes, like, and you can feel them moving in on the kid too. Like, just go easy, bud. Just go easy.
yeah, this
Help,
is a yeah,
Ah,
it's a very cool composition because you really see the kid last.
yeah,
You're like, oh,
yeah.
very,
Oh
very
my God.
cool.
The Zach ball in that.
I had a note on the next page.
The
Oh,
page turn reveal.
it's here's the
Blam.
page. Oh, yeah, he
Huge.
blows this guy away.
Yeah,
There's a little bit of Simon Bisley in this guy's arm.
absolutely. Gets
Like that
beasted.
very much.
Yeah, it's so sick. And just like he's just like, oh, I don't have how'd you? And then just rips him up right there.
The dialogue is very short on this page,
Hmm.
but there's a bunch of every single balloon placement speaks to how efficient it is to do everything yourself,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
right? Especially this one where he gets shot, balloon, how it bleeds, how it's coordinated with the black gutter and the panel borders. Like
Yeah. Yeah. That's
that's
like so
great
easy.
comics, baby.
Yeah. And then that's Calhoun coming in from off their skiff, their boat.
Right.
Boom. Tally fucking ho and all that goes with it. Love it, dude. And then I mean, this panel too, just him sinking, it's oh man, it's all starting to get to him. And
Yeah,
then they're just
I
like still
wish
talking to the
that
kid.
yeah, I think that the alligator needs to be established, needs to be teased maybe 2 panels before
Right. So what
in order
happens? He
to
like pushes him back into it.
yeah.
Live like a Grendel.
I mean, if they're gonna kill him anyway, you might as well just throw him to the out. I don't know. It's the problem is the alligator shows up the moment that he pushes him.
Yeah,
So
true. Yeah.
so we don't get to know if he has acknowledged that it's there or if he doesn't know that it's
Right.
there.
He's just pushing him in.
But
Yeah.
my thought about this character, especially in this one with his pink cat, where he pushes him to the alligator. Look
Mhm.
at that. Pink cat, alligator mouth. Look at that.
Which
That's
one?
like just the limited palette. The
Oh
one where
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
so
Right
my
here.
thought about this character design, his proportions was that they're very like Akira Toriyama,
Oh yeah.
very like Dragon Ball
Yes.
in
Agreed.
a way. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say
And
about this. I
he's like,
enjoy the I
no. So Calhoun or Monteviani jumps to him and he's like,
yeah.
and then, here we get a little bit of his, superpower, I guess. But then we have Calhoun with his nut with his sword fighting this big guy who I feel like you could just be faster than no matter what. Calhoun is like so fast. And
Well, they're all Grundles, but Calhoun is like a matador Grundle.
yeah,
He's like got a shtick.
yeah.
He's got a fashion. He's fashion in action.
Ooh, call back to
Call
future episodes
forward.
coming.
Call
Yeah, call
forward,
forward.
Eli.
Yeah.
Um, this I like this. I like this sequence a lot.
Yeah.
There's some
Powerful.
Bernieisms. The
Mhm.
white panel is someone else shooting a gun.
That's the
That's
other
someone
Grendel.
shooting Calhoun. Okay, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And then he
Snaps him
gets
right there.
shot.
Yeah.
Gotcha. This is a very exciting, Teddy. This is a very exciting
So
action
exciting. This
sequence.
shit right here. Oh my
Congratulations. Yeah.
God. That face is glorious, man. The greens and whites and oranges, like all of the accents on this face right here, and the water coming up, the red behind it. Come
Yeah.
on, Teddy. So
Very
good.
nice.
He's talking
Very
about his hand, how like he doesn't have he's got the metal hand, which we keep like almost every time he's doing something, it
yeah.
features prominently. And then so he fires the gun
Wait,
back.
cue back one more. I
Yeah.
want to go back one more compliment. One thing, one little piece of cartooning language that Tay does. You see in Calhoun's hat these little pock marks with the highlight and the shadow.
Over here. Oh yeah.
Love it. That's my
Yeah.
favorite
That
thing.
texturing is like
Very Mignola-esque, where a little divot picks up a little bit of light.
it's oh my God. And it gives it such a
Fantastic.
texture. You know who did that really well too? Is Dave Cooper on those stories. He kills that.
Hey, Dave Cooper is coming out with new comics.
Really?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Follow him on Instagram. I
he might be. It might be like multi floppy
multi-floppy.
endeavor. Yeah, he might do like a 4 issue kind of. I don't know what.
Nice.
Yeah, he. It seems like he's doing a comic for the
Let's
time
look at
being. All right. So
multi-floppy.
this is the cartoony looking kid. He looks like one
Yeah.
of the trolls in Ernest Scared Stupid.
And
His
right
his
here.
weird
Yeah, he's so
proportions.
small, but he's got a huge head,
Yeah, he's very oddly proportioned. And
Yeah.
then Montevani, this is just like when Schwarzenegger, let me show you my arm. It's like the
Yeah.
exact same bit.
Yeah.
And
Brock had peeled off all the fake skin.
let's say something nice, which is that the silver hand looks very cool,
Very cool.
but they'd already teased it twice very repetitively, and it it sure looks cool.
It does. As he's talking about the plastic, his body rejected the plastic, and he was lucky that year the price of silver had gone down.
Yeah, that's
Loved it.
nice.
And again, the
I
white
like
and
how
the
his
shine and the
fingernail.
airbrush. What is it?
Yeah, the airbrush looks really nice. You know, the thing about the airbrush is you gotta have restraint, and that's all these guys do. It's
Yeah.
it's very
Thoughtful
refreshing.
restraint, perfect. A couple pops each spread.
Yeah.
But then on this one, we get Calhoun talking about how he lost Simone the same way at a card game, and how he won it off some idiot won her off some idiot Grendel. And this is where we find out that, this is Simone. She's a vampire.
He
And
loved her too.
what's
She
that?
was he loved her too
He
though.
loved her too. Yeah.
She was that lovely that all these people were gambling and falling in love and all that. My favorite bit, oh man, it's hard to say. See every panel's good. The
It's so good.
the bottom tier is really nice.
Powerful.
But
Yeah.
the way that it looks like his hand is more like in focus
Oh,
than her
yeah, right
is a very in the last panel as he like says goodbye is a very nice touch.
so beautiful.
It's one of those things where it's like the image. See, this is where assembly line comics can't do this part because they can't be expressive in this way.
Right.
It's against, it's literally against what they're trying to do.
Agreed.
Oh
Oh,
God.
man, Ben. Oy vey. It's so well done. And this is, where the story's really picking up for this issue, and they're dropping the goods. So now we see again another link for these characters, another, you know, something that makes them intersect. And so now if we see Calhoun crossover with what's his name? The druggy Grendel.
Bixby.
Bixby. Yeah. Oof. Then here we go. My poor unlucky girl. So now,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So the die is cast again on this, and everything is like, it's almost as if the final moves are on 4 of 6, so the final moves are in play right now for all these characters.
yeah. It's a nice observant touch, Teddy Christiansen.
What's that?
Look at each plank behind Montevani. Look at each plank of this dock and how uneven and imperfect
Oh man.
it is. And it's like you can run your imagination's finger over it, sculpted in 3D.
So sick.
My God, Teddy Christiansen.
Yeah. Again, these Grendel tales like outdo themselves with their beauty and amazing storytelling. That's why we love
Yeah.
them, and that's why
Is this the best? This is the best looking of all of them, right?
I think
Easily,
so. I mean,
easy agreed.
The Bukovic ones, and I mean, they
Mm,
all have their
that's
charm.
different.
They all
It's
have their
different.
charm. But as far as I don't know, again, the Dave Cooper one, so
Right.
God, like
Right. The Pat
again,
McHugh and Dave Cooper one is really,
yeah,
really nice.
I love the
The
Paul Chris one. Like
what's the later one? Like Devil May Care? That's the motorcycle one.
that's the motorcycles. Yeah, so
That
sick.
one is that one's very unassuming
Yes, I'm excited
because
to
it's
revisit that. I've only read it once.
man,
Loved it.
it's done in a style where it's sort of Europe, it's like European hyperrealism.
Yeah,
Heavy, you own a page, heavy watercolor, it's
I
all
own a
watercolor.
page. Yeah,
And it's there are some faces where it's got like where they're so real and so like in anguish that they're very disturbing to look at.
yes.
And it,
Due to their like grit and realness
it's
and
just like it's a book like this book. America doesn't deserve these books.
yeah.
You know, like the American comics market
Yeah.
doesn't know how good they have it that these books are just being delivered on their doorstep.
Yeah. Yeah. Right to their comic book store to blow minds.
Did you read any of these letters?
A little
Speaking of
bit. I
blown
mean, get a funny
minds.
like Todd McFarlane and Spawn like reference here. And then they're
Oh,
like, oh, you
great.
met Todd
Oh,
McFarlane, huh?
great.
Weird
Let's
comparison. And of course, man, we have Jamie S. Rich again. I feel like we should really try to get him on the show at this point. Like he's been in so many letters
his
called.
perspective on the series.
Yeah,
That's
and
nice.
watching it grow and change.
Next cover. I'm not a fan of the next issue
The
cover.
next issue, really, at all. The
I don't
whole
know
issue.
what it is. Let me look. I like it. Maybe
It's Mardi
maybe
Gras in New Orleans and the
I think that
devil's
the
abound.
yeah, I think that the lady needs some more highlights or something. I never even saw her.
Huh.
Maybe his haircut. Oh, you know what it is? I know I don't like it because the smoke on his cigarette looks like a highlight on a forelock of hair that he doesn't have. That's why I don't like it.
Interesting.
Nitpick, Mr. Ben.
Nitpick. You love it.
Music of
Got
the Spears.
RoboCop
That I always
relay.
thought that one looked cool.
Which one? This ED
This
whatever?
no, fuck that. That looks stupid.
Was
This
it
looks like the ED-209 with the chain around its leg and the
skull on a
weird
stick?
military skulls. It looks like in Short Circuit 2 when he becomes like punk rock Johnny Five.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
But
Oh my God.
I always thought I don't know what Music of the Spears looks like with inks by Tim Bradstreet,
Yeah,
Grendel artist Tim Bradstreet.
that's
But
right.
this cover always looked so fucking cool.
I
And the
know.
title is so cool because you get to hear that metallic, like scraping sound.
Yes.
Oh,
And you almost think that it's like, Alien versus Ninjas, but I'm not exactly sure that's what's going on.
oh no.
No,
How
I don't.
much Alien? Do you have a bunch of Aliens comics?
I don't have a ton. I've read some and I always enjoyed them. I got really into the like Fire and Ice series when that happened, when like Prometheus was coming out. They did all that.
Oh, that was like 10 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, it's not too long ago, but that
Okay.
I do like reading it in Dark Horse Presents, and I like seeing those old black and white ones and James Stokoe ones.
James Stokoe's good. Labyrinth is very good. That's
Mm.
by like
There's a
uh
Sam Keith one
I
too.
feel there's a Sam Keith one. I actually just gave an Aliens Omnibus to my neighbor across the street because I got so many comics.
Oh yeah, they just released a
I
new
got so many comics
I
that
got
I
so
just,
many
I just give
omnibus.
them
I'm
away.
omnibus rich.
I just give them away. What else is here?
We got a
Charles
holiday wish
Barkley.
list. Yep. Oh yeah, of course, Barkley versus Godzilla.
Who
The
drew this
Mark.
thing from another world? Paul Galassi. Oh,
Oh
big
yeah, we
G.
talked about that last time. That's like I
Yeah.
think it is the thing. Like it's
Yeah.
and Legend begins here. That's kind of huge. You know, that's a big.
What do
That's
we
a
got? What's the lineup?
release. Proud,
Pretty
proudly
good.
owned and by the individual creators. Proudly published
Three
with Dark.
three Frank Miller projects.
Yeah.
And
Or
this
was
is
it? I think this
Diana's
was
line,
organized by
basically.
Diana.
This is
Diana.
her line.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
Yeah.
the greatest creators of their day.
Uh-huh. More
Plus
stuff
three
coming up.
three projects from Frank.
A lot of Sin City coming up over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love these. The backs, man. The Grendel covers on the back. This one is so sick. Any t-shirts of this stuff would be sick. Oh my God.
Well,
Well,
Eli, we
yeah,
learned a lot tonight. We
we
were
did.
2/3 of the way through. Finest comic book ever made.
Was
I think it's Rob Walton after this one.
What's that mean? That's the next story?
I think so.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I gave my trade to a student, so I don't rightly recall.
let's see. I think maybe it is. Did I open the I have a timeline somewhere. Oh, I guess.
Anyway, I think it's Devil's Hammer, which is your first Grendel story.
Oh, that's right. Devil's Hammer.
I've never read it.
Ah, it's weird. And
Yeah, I'm pretty repulsed by it.
well, and it's not the full length because we have Prime stories in the back, or we have Homecoming maybe in the back. So it's got
Well,
like two
we already
stories.
did Homecoming, so we're
Right,
good.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Homecoming has a weird order because it's weird because it's a Susan story. It's
So
sort
we
of
wanted to get the stuff here
it's
on a
structurally out of
Susan kick.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Susan, one day you'll get more tales.
There again and again and again.
There, yeah. She is what a squire. Hey, Squire.
Ah, young Squire. All right, until next week, Ben. Vivat Grendel.
Keep on Grendling. Thanks, guys.